Do, do, do. Hey. Hello. Hi, everybody. Facebook Live is building, so I'll wait. Hi. Do, 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 do. Hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. How you doing? Thank you for the hearts. How is this Tuesday for you, Joni? Nice to see you. Hi, Shanika Kareem. Thank you for joining. I'm just jumping on, keeping a commitment to myself and keeping my commitment to you guys to join Facebook Live each day. It is so nice to see you, lady. I hope to see you on Saturday so we can all catch up. So, hey, Preston, how are you this morning or afternoon? Nice to see you. So I'm jumping on today because I announced that I would be on the radio yesterday and talking about this new book, Transition, Create the Life That You Want. So I was able to do that. Thank you. And the conversation was very interesting. And, you know, these women, this is the first time that all of us was able to kind of talk. That was actually on the actual call. There was a few authors who couldn't make it. So it's about half of the group. It's 16 of us all together. I appreciate it. Thank you. And so the conversation was very interesting because people were able to open up and be transparent and really talk about what caused them to want to collaborate in the first place and where they were at and if they felt they were still transitioning and what was their pivotal transition and how to get over it. And so one of the topics that came up was the F word. And I know that I've been talking about the F word throughout this whole time. So I thought that I would jump on today and discuss with you this F word that is in the midst of some of the frustration and some of the challenges that we face when we're going through the transition. Hi, Varian. Nice to see you. So what is this F word that usually impedes upon our progress in moving forward, in transitioning? Hi, Mama Peoples. And it's fear. It's fear. And so fear will keep you stagnant and stuck, and you won't even realize it if you're not consciously aware of it. So we've been challenging you on talking about thoughts and what your beliefs are. But as you become more mindful, you can identify exactly what is holding you back. And I would have you to think about, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of being found out? Whether it's your true self, your power, the fact that you've been faking all this time. Is it a fear of inadequacy or inability? Is it a fear of change and things being different than what you're used to? Or in the unknown? Is that what is holding you back? And if so, once you identify it, what can you do about it? Well, one thing you can do is ask yourself, is it true? So for me, as I've been going through this walk and as I've been talking to others, I've just been challenging them and I've been challenging myself. Telling myself that I'm not good enough, is that really true? And so asking myself questions about that. Who am I comparing myself to make myself good enough? If I was just enough, I'm me in my own right. I'm showing up unique and beautiful and different. But if I'm good enough, then I'm looking outside of me. I'm looking at somebody that's doing something, that got something that I want and I think I don't have. And now I start to shrink and I feel like I'm not good enough. So I challenge you to identify the F word for you, fear, and how it shows up in your life and how it's been holding you back. But then, what can you change the F word with? Faith. Faith. Faith that you were created for a purpose. You were created in a unique way. You were created to be great, live great. And I believe that because you have a great creator. So now with faith, it's not on you anymore. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about being enough, having enough, doing enough, because you have faith that your creator is going to provide enough. He'll provide you the ability you think you don't have. He'll provide you the beauty that you think you don't display, because it really comes from inside of you. And when you build up this stamina, when you build up your faith muscles, when you build up your confidence in your creator, then life is not so hard. Then you won't feel stuck and the transition gets easier. I'm just asking you for a moment just to think about the F word and how it shows up in your life and how you want to transition it today. Do you want to live in fear or do you want to live in faith? I'm going to acknowledge that I lived in fear for a very long time, and it showed up in my relationships. It showed up in my way of living. It showed up in my face. People would just come up to me, smile. I hated that. Now you can't get me to stop smiling. It was a shift in my perspective. It was a shift in thinking. It was a shift in how I viewed things. But it was a shift and a transition in what I chose for myself. So sometimes fear is hard. Sometimes it takes courage just to even express that you're afraid. Who wants to be afraid? Who wants to acknowledge that? Not many people do, especially women, because we're taught to be strong. We're taught to take on everything and to do everything and to be everything for everybody. So you don't have time to really just sit in fear or acknowledge the fear. But it will show up. It'll show up in pain. It'll show up in dis-ease. It will show up. So I just ask you today to challenge yourself in the F word. Will you live in fear or will you live in faith? That's what I have for you today. Making it brief. If you have any questions about the transition or the upcoming book or what I'm going through, feel free to comment below. If you plan on acknowledging that you've been in fear, but not no more, fear no more today, go ahead and hashtag fear no more. I love talking to you. I love you. And I appreciate you so much. You guys are giving me a reason to show up. You're giving me a reason to be excited and to express myself in a way that I never have before, and I love you for that. I appreciate you for allowing me to talk to you about the things that have been bringing me joy and bringing me to my truest, authentic self, and the opportunity to live in a way that honors not only me, but my Creator. I appreciate you for just joining me, and I thank you. And I want to tell you that it gets better. It gets better on the other side of the F word. So choose faith over fear. You have a beautiful, spectacular day. Bye-bye.